Hello everyone, Jim from Ohio here, and wanted to give another update on how the garden is growing. We've just got back from a vacation. We went down to Topsail Island in North Carolina, and it's amazing the amount of growth this garden has experienced since the week that we left. We've got some kind of berries here that Jenny planted. I forget what they're called. But these have probably jumped up a foot since we've been gone. The herb bed has really jumped up to the point that we really need to start picking some of these chives and the parsley and drying it out. The dill has started to go to flower. So yeah, everything over here is doing wonderful. The strawberries have not grown as much as the rest of the garden, but I know that it does take a couple years to get that established. We do have a few small berries on here, and we did pick a couple berries yesterday, and they were super sweet. It's really amazing the amount of growth this zucchini and yellow squash has gone through. We've got some small fruits that are going on inside here, and this has probably jumped up a good foot since we've been gone. The corn was not up when I posted the last video, but it looks like all of the corn came up and is doing wonderful. We've got 3 rows of it. And then over there, you might be able to make it out, but we've got a row of okra going on the outside here, and that's growing great. The green beans are just doing amazing. They really like this new soil that we put in this year. When we left, the highest runner was about 2 foot up on this trellis, and as you can see now, just after a week, the runners are all the way up to the top of it. One of them's already gone over the top. Our zinnias have jumped up. I'm starting to see some flower heads starting to develop on the tops of these. The greens are doing great. I've noticed a little bit of damage and spotting. We've got some leaf hopper action going on here, so I'm going to have to mix up some organic spray, compost based, to take care of that. And I did notice that on some of this, I think this is collards right here, we do have some of these cabbage worms that are starting to go into this. And normally we use a product like BT or a compost tea mixture to take care of that. I usually give these when I pick them off by hand like that. I give them to the chickens next door. But over here, our eggplant and our peppers are doing just great. The cucumbers they're coming along, and the carrots, everything's growing in here. That's starting to vine now. It's going a little bit slower than the green beans are, but it's still starting to grow well. Our 3 beds of tomatoes and our basil and peppers are doing wonderful. We're starting to get flowers on all of the tomatoes, so that means that fruit's on the way. Same with the peppers. We're starting to get some flowering on that. All of the asparagus did indeed come up. I've got some weeds going on in here. I'm gonna have to clean that out. And we've got a couple really loud mockingbirds over here yelling at me. Over here, this is our broccoli. I still haven't come up with a way to get under this yet. This type of fabric and the hoop system is what we used in our ground garden at our last house, and I tried to incorporate it into these oval shaped beds. And while it does work, it's a real pain to try to open and get in there. So I'm going to try to come up with some type of a system I can just lift off of that, but I just haven't had time to do that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the camera under there, and hopefully we'll be able to see if there are any heads forming on this broccoli yet, just through the camera. But it looks like just explosive growth has taken place inside of this bed. And I knocked off a couple of those clips just doing that. I'll have to fix that after doing the video. Over here we've got some onions growing, and our onions are just doing amazing. Nothing ready to pick yet, but we could eat these as green onions. Again, we've got some grass and weeds growing in here. We'll have to take care of that as well. And over here we've got our cabbage, and same thing with this hoop system. You have to kind of get the camera inside or take the whole thing off to see what's going on, but looks like just great growth going on in there as well. So like I said, just in the past week, it just looks like things have exploded. So we are at a point in time where we're going to need to put down some type of fertilizer, and we've decided, since we're going with this raised bed system and we got all new soil, we're going to try to stay as organic as possible. So my next few videos concerning this garden will be on some of the natural and organic compost tea mixtures that we can put together ourselves very inexpensively. So stay tuned for those, and we'll be posting those over the next few weeks. Well, thanks for watching. Take care and enjoy your day.